Imagine standing on a cold, foggy shoreline centuries ago, watching fishermen haul in nets heavy with shellfish. Among their catch are humble clams, small, gritty, and easily overlooked. Yet from these simple ingredients would emerge one of the most iconic comfort foods in American history, clam chowder. But how did this creamy, hearty soup go from a practical meal for sailors to a cultural symbol fiercely defended by entire regions? The story of clam chowder is richer, older, and far more contested than you might think. Let's explore right here on History of Simple Things. The origins of clam chowder trace back to Europe long before it ever reached American shores. The word chowder is believed to come from the French term chaudière, referring to a large cooking pot used by fishermen to prepare stews. In coastal regions of France and England, sailors would combine whatever seafood they had on hand with water, herbs, and biscuits to create filling meals at sea. These early chowders were practical, designed to be cooked in a single pot and shared among crews. When European settlers crossed the Atlantic, they brought these cooking traditions with them, unknowingly setting the stage for an American culinary staple. When settlers arrived in New England during the 17th and 18th centuries, they encountered an abundance of clams along the rocky coastline. Unlike many other food sources, clams were easy to gather and available year-round. This made them an ideal ingredient for adapting Old World chowder recipes. Early American clam chowder was quite simple. Clams, salt pork, onions, water, and hardtack or crackers. The result was a hearty, nourishing dish that could sustain fishermen and laborers through long, cold days. Over time, the recipe began to evolve. One of the most defining developments in clam chowder history was the introduction of milk or cream, which gave the dish its now famous rich texture. This version became known as New England clam chowder, characterized by its creamy white base. However, not everyone agreed with this approach. In fact, the addition of dairy sparked one of the most famous food rivalries in American history. Enter Manhattan clam chowder, a tomato-based variation that emerged later, likely influenced by immigrant communities in New York City. This version swapped out cream for tomatoes, creating a lighter, tangier soup. While it gained popularity in its own right, traditionalists in New England were not impressed. In 1939, a bill was even introduced in the Maine legislature to outlaw the addition of tomatoes to clam chowder. It didn't pass, but it shows just how seriously people took their chowder. Beyond these two famous styles, clam chowder has continued to diversify across regions. In Rhode Island, for example, you'll find a clear broth clam chowder that skips both cream and tomatoes altogether. This version is lighter and allows the natural flavor of the clams to shine. Meanwhile, other variations include corn chowder, which adds sweetness and even spicy interpretations that reflect modern culinary trends. Clam chowder also played an important role in American social and cultural life. During the 19th century, chowder houses and seaside inns became popular gathering spots where people could enjoy fresh seafood dishes. Clam bakes and chowder festivals turned the dish into more than just food. It became an experience, a celebration of coastal living. Even today, events like the annual chowder competitions in New England draw large crowds eager to taste and judge different recipes. Canned clam chowder further expanded the dish's reach in the 20th century. Companies began producing shelf-stable versions, making it accessible far beyond coastal communities. Suddenly, people across the country could enjoy clam chowder without needing fresh clams or traditional preparation methods. While purists might argue that canned versions lack authenticity, they undeniably helped cement clam chowder's place in American cuisine. What makes clam chowder truly fascinating is how it reflects the blending of cultures and adaptation to environment. It started as a European fisherman's stew, evolved with the ingredients of the New World, and then split into regional identities shaped by immigration and local tastes. Few dishes capture such a clear narrative of history, geography, and cultural pride in every spoonful. Today, clam chowder remains a beloved comfort food, especially during colder months. Whether served in a bowl, a bread loaf, or alongside oyster crackers, it continues to evoke a sense of warmth and tradition. And yet the debate over the correct version still lingers. Cream or tomato? Thick or light? Traditional or modern? The answer often depends on where you're from and how strongly you feel about it. So the next time you take a warm, comforting spoonful of clam chowder, remember that you're tasting more than just a simple dish. You're experiencing centuries of history, culture, and tradition. From European fishermen to American coastal communities, every ingredient tells a story of adaptation and identity. Whether you prefer it creamy, tomato-based, or somewhere in between, each version reflects a unique heritage. It's a reminder that even the most humble meals can carry deep meaning. In the end, clam chowder isn't just about flavor. It's about connection, history, and the shared experiences that continue to bring people together. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.